Well, then John doesn't have a mic then if we do that.
Doesn't.
Oh, you have a good point.
Yeah, see, it's kind of a conundrum.
That doesn't work if I'm an orphan. I don't have anybody.
Well, you have Aaron and us.
You have us, buddy.
Yeah,
and you have a band of
abandoned
brothers.
A band of miscreants.
Departed. The
Abounded.
departed.
Yeah, the departed band of brothers.
Yeah, but a good damn band too. We'll get into that real quick.
I love our bands.
As for the Aaron and Austin show business, look at us. Look at us. Here we are.
Here we are.
Who would have thought? Not me. Fucking 70 episodes in.
Is today 70?
Today is episode 70.
Oh, well, that's like a...
We got Orphan Jon.
That's a
cheers moment.
That's a landmark.
That's why we got Buffalo Trace today. That's why we're having a little trace.
Okay.
That's why we're having a little trace. A little high society.
Tastes like buffalo.
It does. Tastes like pure buffalo chips.
I like it.
Check them out. Oh, yeah. So before we get to Orphan Jon, we're going to pay a little bills here. Sacred Leaf, we thank you and appreciate
Sacred Leaf.
everything.
They made a hat big enough for me finally.
The hat is kicking.
Yeah, you like it?
It really is.
I haven't worn a baseball hat in 10 years. Man.
Well, I mean, I'd say it's a good look for you. I would say if you haven't worn a baseball cap in 10 years, be really careful with those white ones because, boy, they are hard to keep.
Man, I don't think the white one's going to last very long.
Well, what is the top of the bill green? Look down. Okay. So this is where you're going to touch it the most right here.
Yep, I bet you're right.
So, but the white will just get bad if you sweat a lot in it. But
yeah, and then once it looks gross, it has to go away. But
well, no, actually, I ain't gonna lie to you. They have this new fucking thing you can buy, and I thought about buying because I have a. All right, little side doors there. I have a ton of fucking 5950 like baseball hats that have like Kansas City. Bet. They have this fucking deal. Yeah, you saw that. Yep. Yeah, John's seen it. You set it on a bowl kind of thing, and it goes in like to a little oven, and it like cleans the inside. Steam cleans that bitch too, so it comes out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, and flattens the bill and cures the cardboard and shit. It's pretty fucking badass machine.
All right.
They got a real industrial one that like hat shops got, but they finally got
here's the hat washers.
Yeah.
This is gonna go south quick if we keep cheersing everything we talk about.
Well, cheers to Sacred Leaf. We'll cheers to Kirby's. Go out and support local music at Kirby's, guys, and always remember that they play for tips there.
What a cool bar Kirby's is, guys.
So let's cheers to that. Let's cheers to Party Rockerz ICT. I'm not drinking in between these. I'm just gonna keep cheersing. But cheers to Party Rockerz ICT, and they're actually going to be on next week's episode, so look out for that. Well, Wichita by EB, we thank you for everything that you do.
Always.
The 6x6 makes me laugh every time, bro. I love it. Thanks for that. And Odell's, so we appreciate that. And we'll always give a kick out to the Rusty Nail and to Jukebox for supporting us at Damn Jam, so we'll always give you guys a little bit of credit. And I will say, while we're on the subject, before I forget, there is a group of motherfuckers stealing shit around the Rusty Nail area. So there's 3 dudes on bikes busting into a friend of ours, Annie.
Yep, that happened.
Had her guitar stolen here just over the weekend during operating hours.
A 12-string Mahogany Mitchell, if everybody's seen it.
Yeah, so a 12-string Mahogany Mitchell. There's pictures of it all over the internet, so if you see it, it's already been reported. I mean, they probably had to take it out of town and sell it to get anything out of it. But and we have video of the 3 guys, and be on the lookout if you're in that area. There's 3 dudes that look like they're pretty accomplished in what they're doing. They circled the car, rolled up with a flashlight, looked inside, circled the car, came back, boom, real quick, took the guitar and bounced pretty fast. So those guys are going to be around. So watch your shit if you're over in the Rusty Nail area. That's pretty ballsy to go after somebody's car at 12 o'clock. So,
and I'm not saying the Rusty Nail isn't safe. That we had camera footage the next day.
Yeah,
pretty good camera footage.
Yeah, shout out to Shauna for getting that for Annie.
Yeah,
and for the most part, if you've ever had your shit stolen, just like I've had my car run into at bars, a lot of times the goddamn footage doesn't do shit for you, unless the guy's wearing a fucking T-shirt with his name on it and a goddamn Social Security's on the back, and he walks up to the front and's like, "Hey, here's me, Billy, robbing your shit." For the most part, it doesn't really get you more, but it does give you a little bit of peace of mind. It gives you a little bit of peace of mind because at least the place that's...
Well, we know what happened, and in the case of the Rusty Nail, that footage is pretty good.
It's not bad. And Shauna's even talking about putting more cameras and lights up because she wasn't satisfied with what she got.
Right.
And I've seen way worse footage. So those guys are semi-recognizable, and there's 3 dudes on bikes. That's where you're going to recognize them.
Yeah, there's
the 3 dudes on bikes. So look out for that at your local venues, guys. Those guys are everywhere. I'd hate to see anybody else's... The big loss was our fucking songbook was in there.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, you can replace a guitar, but your fucking notebook gets jacked. That sucks.
When you steal from musicians, you're robbing everybody, really.
Yeah. You are. That is great. Yeah. Hey, that was brilliantly said. So let's cut to the graphic on that note, and we'll be back with Orphan Jon.
love your sayings. When we're on road trips and we're going to man, he comes up with shit.
I got a bunch of
Well,
one-liners.
he never has to drive, from my understanding. So I guess he's got plenty of fucking time.
No, because I won't let nobody.
I got to drive this band?
Yeah, I just.
Me too, dude. I'd rather
And it's not that he's the best driver. I just want to put that out there right there.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not that he's the best driver. It's just it's his bourbon. It's his right. You know what I mean?
It's his car?
Yeah, it's his.
Okay.
Yeah, so
You don't never take a rest, let somebody else roll the
That
fucking...
explains why he kept putting a hole in my floorboard.
I'm grabbing onto that shit handle.
Dude, if I'll tell you what, I got
my seatbelt on plus a little round of a saran wrap.
unless I'm in the co-pilot seat, which the co-pilot has a little bit of... If we're on a road trip, you got to help a little bit your person that's driving.
I think so.
But if you're in the back, dude,
Yeah,
I just
you're like, look out!
like I disassociate.
Oh, yeah.
I just disassociate if I'm in the back, dude. We could go
Yeah, man.
anywhere. I would not know. I don't know what turns we made.
I have agreed to this ride wherever we end up.
Wherever
I guess
we
I'm
end up,
okay
brother,
with
I
it.
guess that's what's
in
happening.
the
I signed
contract.
on somehow.
Dude, if I'm in the back, dude, I can't worry about it. I'm out. I'm out on
It's
that.
in the contract. As soon as you close that door, they lock.
So as a traveling band, and if you guys didn't know, that Orphan Jon and the Abandoned is John English's band that Aaron is a part of. When you guys are traveling, do you guys, because you guys have been going quite a few places.
Are we back?
Oh, we've been back for a while.
Oh my God! Here's to being
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Here's to being back. This is good.
So what is that like? What is the road thing like? What vehicle do you guys take? You guys all cram into one thing and roll? Do you pull a trailer with all your equipment? How does it all work?
Trailers
Yeah.
cost a lot of money, man.
Yeah, they do, and they cost a lot of fuel too.
Yeah, they're wind resistant.
They're a bit of a drag.
So
is what we're saying.
Yeah.
But on ching. Well said. Well said.
We travel in a Suburban, which I like.
The Suburban's cool. It doesn't sleep 5 very well.
No.
So we're just going all night.
But if
start
you-
sleeping, sitting,
if you're
sitting
willing
up.
Yeah.
to snuggle a little bit, you can sleep.
In the back seat,
You can like
some
lean.
spooning can go down.
Usually in the back seat, I sit in the middle, and I'm like, "Come on, guys, come here,
Come on in
come
here.
on.
Come on in here.
Bring
But
it
see,
in."
a Suburban's better than a van because a van advertises to the world that you're a band. Oh, look, there's a band. Where a Suburban, it's like, oh, look, it's a family on vacation. Nobody thinks about it.
Oh, is it? So we're ducking the police officers on the road? Is that-
Everything. Tinted windows, it works wonder. Throw a rug over it, all the gear. Nobody has no idea.
Can you guys fit all your gear in the back of a Suburban?
Can I?
And a PA.
Yeah.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
That's
I
some
am the
Tetris. That's
I
some
am a
Tetris
Tetris
shit.
mother-
That's what I was about to say. That is a Tetris.
You should
move.
see it. I mean, even when we first started, they were like, "You sure?"
So
you
what
get
is all
that
that?
in
What
there?"
is all that gear? You guys are a 5-piece, right?
Yeah.
So you got a bass and a good couple basses probably.
Yeah.
couple guitars.
I usually bring one. If I can, I'll bring 2, and then I have a smaller amp. Really, I'm not bringing out like really big rigs anymore. I'm old and I don't want to carry it.
Yeah.
And
I
in
get
most
that.
places you have to. So most of us don't know if you're an instrument musician and you're a band, you always have to bring your amp with every instrument. Every instrument needs its own
as
amp.
a bass player, if I'm playing a festival or another big show,
there's
sometimes they'll backline it. They'll backline those and drums.
So
Here's
they'll
the
have-
back
And-
lines.
yeah, backlines.
So backlines means we
Those.
got spaces for like whiskey and shit in the back now.
Backlines
Yeah, 'cause we
means
don't have to bring
that,
as many amps.
Backlines means that like the drums are there. Your drummer only has to bring the cymbals, a snare, a
kick
throw,
pedal.
and a kick
Get John a
pedal
water while you're out there, John.
Yeah.
Get John a water. John Waters.
Yeah, but we fit
Too
everything
many
in there.
drums.
We got keyboards. We got the stand for the keyboards. We got two guitar amps, bass
Yeah.
amp, the full drum kit.
2 guitars, 3 guitars, 4 guitars. Sometimes like
put them all in there. Luggage, merch.
Damn,
gotta
you fit
make
all that in
some
the
money.
back
and a
of-
whole PA.
Yeah,
And it's
a
a
whole
full,
PA
you got a
sometimes.
full size Suburban.
Yep.
When you say a full PA, I mean I know what it is now because you
basically,
schooled me. What is the full PA system
That's
like?
3. I take 3 monitors. I don't use the mains. It's like that's too heavy. I just do 3 monitors, like JBLs. And
Yeah,
then
pops those on stands over
yeah,
here, and then
stand on
one
that.
facing back to him. So
Okay, I got you.
here's the
and I
thing.
take up and we use up every bit of space in the back on that.
Nice.
It
And
really
everybody
is.
gets to ride comfortably still.
So, but you can still make it work even if they make you bring your own amping systems.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to bring an amp for the guitar and everything.
Yep.
Yep, each guitar needs an amp.
Just each guitar needs an amp, and you don't.
And
Have, and you have,
then
and you
Phil
mic up
pedal
everything
boards.
else, right?
Phil brings an amp for his keyboard.
Yes.
I was about to
Nice
say,
little-
how do you amp up a keyboard?
Nice
Like how
little-
does that work?
He
Yeah,
runs it through a
cute
guitar
little-
amp. You know.
Is that like normal?
It's normal
There's
to me.
different kinds of amps, but
thank
yeah.
you so much.
So when you go to miking your whole entire equipment, you mic the drums and the lead singer, and then you amp up all the other instruments. Like school the crowd a little.
Well, I mean, there's just a ton of different ways to go around it. You know what I mean? Like the way we do it's very minimal. The PA is basically there for keyboards and your vocals.
Yep, that's it.
That's about it. You know?
I don't let anybody else sing.
I wouldn't either.
No, I'm just kidding.
You let
I
Aaron
sing with him.
Well, we got our favorite comedy line that we want to make is interrupting bassist singer, like as the bassist gets
the
drunker.
over-enthusiastic
drunk bassist. Like as the night goes on, he gets drunker and like is willing to like really get into the falsettos and really get in there.
I haven't had that experience. I've had a lot of overly drunken drummers, but not really bass.
Well, my birthday is September 16, and we're booked for a car show.
Yeah,
it's my goal to give you the over-enthusiastic bass player.
Like by the end of the song, I told him by the end of the song, John's got to be singing backup.
Well, and
I don't mind.
And that gig's at like 5. The sun's still going to be up.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's going to be really cool if I like am really overdoing it.
Is there going to be a cover?
So if you guys don't know that Aaron plays bass for Orphan Jon and the Abandoned.
That's
right.
And look at these guys. Look at these.
Orphan Jon and the
He's
Abandoned.
rocking this shirt right here. It's great blue. Fucking great blues band.
And so is that.
That's me. I thought that was me.
Nope, that's John Brown.
John Brown.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here's the John Brown.
God damn it. God damn it.
John Brown.
Everybody loves John Brown.
Here's the oxygen. So, I don't think
Hell of a guitar player, John Brown.
we didn't even get into this last time. When did you give us a little insight on when you joined Orphan Jon and the Abandoned?
When I asked him, I begged him.
Basically, cosmically, I was always a part of Orphan Jon.
So, how long has that been? Give us a little timeline on this whole deal.
I met Aaron through a wonderful lady who we love dearly, Suki Blakely, up in Topeka.
Topeka Blues Society.
And Topeka Blues Society.
Shout out to her. She's really going through some problems right now.
Yeah, she's going through some stuff right now. Love her to death. She's been one of the most,
Anything we can do to help?
by far, influential, positive forces in my personal musical career.
Oh, well, big shout
I
out to
kid
this
you
lady.
not.
Yeah, she's killer.
Well, I hope she's getting through everything she's going through, and because sounds like a cool person.
Love her to death. And she introduced me to Aaron because I was doing some touring out here, and then I told her that I have a friend here that lives in Wichita, Big Ed. Big Ed. Shout out to Big Ed.
I know Big Ed.
You know Big Ed, yeah.
I know Big Ed.
Yeah, Big Ed's my brother. And I said, I would like to do a show in Wichita. So she said, hey, talk to Aaron Underwoods, gave me his number, and then that was like in 2018. And it went from there.
So he was getting you a show went from helping you book a show to being in your band.
Yeah, the first, this is a smart man. The first show he got us was at the Shamrock.
Yep, the Shamrock.
Yeah.
The old Shamrock. He's stealing my jokes.
You're the only one that types it like that, the Shamrock.
I know. I call it the shame. Yeah. Well, that's funny to me.
So then when I moved here.
And it's easier on the typos.
It's cheaper than flying out the guys from California that I had in the original band, and I hit up Aaron. I said, "Hey,
okay, hold on, real quick." So, Orphan Jon and the Abandoned had a whole different set of guys that you played with
in Bakersfield, California.
So when you go and do that show that you were talking about last episode,
Covenant Community Concert.
Yeah, is that something still an annual thing?
Oh yeah, we just did it this past May.
Nice. We'll talk about that a little bit here in a minute. But when you go back out there, you use that band.
Yes.
Is it still all those original guys?
It's the same guys. I go out there. I'll be there actually. The second week of September, I'm heading out there for about a week doing some shows, and they'll be with me.
Oh, nice! So you got two sets of guys.
Yeah, I've been fortunate, man, and I don't know how it worked out.
Have you ever met the other
I've got
band?
some really good. I'm hoping.
So you've never met the other Aaron?
What I want to do is I want to set up a battle.
Yeah. And we go like John to John.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
I'm ready to set up that show.
It's the Baco.
You know what I mean?
It'll be the Baco Abandoned versus the Wichita Band.
And how I want to do it, 2 stages.
Yes, and John just flops back and forth.
John's like here and here.
Oh,
and
we
here,
can fucking set that up.
Yeah,
bro.
2 stages, man.
Can you imagine?
That's giving me a little bit of a
all
boner.
videotaped and everything.
I think it'll be amazing.
That would be so fun.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Oh, and while one band is playing, the other band gets to nerf them.
Yeah.
Nerf them with Nerf guns?
Yeah.
Yes. And silly string.
Yeah.
Does Felix Silverstring mess up your equipment? No?
I don't know. It could be cool.
Well,
I mean, if it doesn't, I'm all about it.
Challenge
I don't
is
want to clean this shit up afterwards.
Nerf guns was the original idea.
Less
if you guys want
cleanup.
to adapt it,
Okay.
Less cleanup.
I'm into
Less
it,
cleanup
but,
with Nerf guns in my
Nerf
opinion.
guns, that's kind of the thing.
I always think about the cleanup afterwards. I don't want
But
to
the
clean up all
Nerf's
the
got to
fucking...
look like dildos.
Well, Jesus Christ, we got a special order Nerf
No, we
bullets.
got to custom make Nerf
That's what I'm talking
bullets.
about.
We
I
got
think that'd be
do we
fun.
got to carve these
I
dildo
just
bullets?
think that'd be fun. I think it'd be fun.
I mean, they're fallacy looking already. And
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
what I'm saying. They kind of already
I'm
there.
just saying.
what do we got to just put a slit in the top of each bullet?
There you go.
Yeah.
There's the Nerf guns.
We just put a slit in the top of each one. It's
Right.
where it's a
Nerf
penis that
guns.
quick. We can penis out a Nerf bullet that quick.
All right. So now.
So when you get dicked in the head by a dick bullet, you'll know where it came from. But still, like that'd be kind of cool. I mean, even if we took we made it hyper competitive too.
Yeah.
And my
Well,
guys,
it's a content machine. It's a content machine,
my guys in
really.
California would love that.
Well, I
They're
like it
great-
when
they're
I
good
like it when you
guys.
find a way to get musicians competitive because it's
Yeah.
funny for them.
IBCs.
Yeah, there you go.
You want to get
The
competitive?
IBC.
Let's go to IBC.
Okay, what's that? Explain.
The International Blues Challenge
Oh, okay, give
in
us-
Memphis, Tennessee.
Is that the thing you guys go to sometimes, right?
Yep. I one time went 8 years in a row. Just with different different blues societies and different things I was doing.
Yeah.
Ended
So
up
what,
there
so
8
what
years
does
in
it
a row.
all entail? Give us a little rundown. Come on.
Oh, I had to bring
What the
that
fuck
up.
else are we doing?
Go
So
ahead.
sorry.
Yeah, you did it, brother. You got it.
What the fuck else are we doing?
Well, you got blues societies throughout the country.
Yeah, we got a nice one here in town. Which shout out to the
Yep.
Wichita Blues Society.
And so a lot of these blues societies have the IBC challenge, so they'll have local bands in the region, and they'll sign up. They do bands and they do solo/duels. So it's two categories.
Two categories.
And then they'll have a day where they'll have this event, and they'll have everybody compete. They'll get up and play. It's timed. You have a certain window to play within. If
judged.
you don't, you get penalized. If you
John
go
knows
over.
the rules very well.
Oh yeah, and all this
I do
stuff.
too.
And so then you have 3 judges that will judge the bands
And then
the
given
solo
like 5
duos.
categories.
Yeah, they get.
You get bonus points for great left-handed keyboardists.
Well,
Yeah.
the categories are multiplied by factors.
Actually, I think you get bonus points for Nerf dildos being shot at you.
I mean, if you go through all that
That's
work,
entertainment, man.
I think,
I'm
yeah,
just telling
right?
you.
If that don't
that's
sell the
entertainment.
band, what will?
Right.
I mean, when if I was hit in the face with a Nerf bullet, come to find out that it was crafted into a dildo out of
Right.
a Nerf bullet,
You
I
would
would
put
be
it in your pocket and
I
keep
would be
it.
far less offended.
You'd put it in
I'd be
your-
like, wow, these people
in your
really went through some
pocket
trouble.
Put it
These
in your
guys really went
pocket
through some
and-
trouble for this.
Yeah.
Put it in your
This is
pocket and
amazing.
silently
Yeah.
walk
This is
away.
handcrafted.
Yeah.
I like this.
And this was for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then they go. Then each blues society, they pick their winners or whatever the winners is.
And we
on
go to, like,
bands,
a nationals and all that
Then they
shit?
go to
Yeah.
Memphis at the end of January for 1 week, basically 1 whole week. They're doing these competitions and some really cool clubs. You know, like BB King's, which we played in a couple times, a couple other spots, and.
Is there
And they
like
go
a
from-
prize at the end of this?
Yeah, I don't know if they win money, but they do win. a
Well,
lot of
Everybody gets a
notoriety.
rad T-shirt.
They get
Yeah.
notoriety.
After
no,
trailing around
no,
the
no.
country for 6 months,
There-
I never
there is-
competing in this.
See, I've
there's-
never done that, so I
There's
don't
a
know.
huge list of shows that just
Yeah.
by winning you
Yeah,
are
that's
playing.
true.
Oh, so
Big-
you're gonna
big
make some
shows,
money
big
off
festivals.
So you're gonna make
Yeah.
some money just off like being the winner of this.
Big
thing.
shows,
yeah.
big festivals.
That's kind of
cool.
part of it. And then you got
So
you
a
got
big
Go
show
on the blues
So it's a pretty
cruise.
big
Yeah.
showcase for your group
You
if you
get
happen
a-
to win this.
And the promoters.
You get a promotional thing
Yeah.
through like Blind Raccoon
Yeah,
or
you
something
do.
like
Yeah,
that.
something
You get like
that, yeah. It's kind of cool.
yeah, it,
And then
it works out.
And then like the Blues Bender, which is coming up in September.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
you're automatically booked for that, which is cool in Las Vegas. But I mean, I did it 1 year. I'm not going to delve into that because I'm still suffering from the effects. So I'm not going to
Post-traumatic festival disorder.
I can't get into it.
I understand.
Okay, no problem. We'll move on. Let's cheers to it.
Understand.
So, cheers to moving on from it.
So what I'm saying is, we've been
So
in
cool
showcases.
event if you win.
Yeah.
Cool event if you win.
Yep. It's a good experience.
It's worthwhile.
It is a good experience for networking, meeting people, and all that in the industry.
mean-
There's a lot of heavy hitters there. What we've done is we play the showcase, and the showcases are
Is that how they sold it?
That's
With the
showcase.
s on the end. That's a long banner.
It is. It is.
Lots
And
of
that's
S's.
fun because you're not competing. A showcase is a showcase.
Yeah, it's more.
So everybody
takes the heat out of it a little
it
bit.
does. Yeah. So you can just be yourself and go all willy nilly.
Our
But
our management, Gina Hughes, has
Gina
one
Hughes.
Galaxy Agency, and she
At
runs
BB
a showcase
King's.
down there at the IBC
at
every
BB
year.
King's, yeah. And it's great. I mean,
Yeah, it's really been cool.
And what I like about what she does is a lot of the showcases are more of your traditional type blues
Well, that's what works at the IBC.
Yeah, it does exactly. And but
what do you mean by traditional? What's the
well,
difference?
you know, it's more the shuffles,
Yeah.
and then you'll do a little bit more shuffle, and then they'll take a little bit, go off the segue for
Do a
little
slow
boogie,
blues, and then
they'll go back to a shuffle.
Okay, give us a little more. We're still dumb people here. What is the shuffle?
A shuffle.
So set to a certain rhythm.
There's a flat tire shuffle. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so-
All right.
I mean, it's
I liked your flat tire.
It
Like-
is.
like
It's
you-
kind of.
He had a nice flat tire. Like I felt like my tire went flat on my car during that point.
But it's one of those things. And but what Gina does is her showcase is so unique because she'll bring in bands like ours, Orphan Jon the Bandit, where
We're not traditional
We're not
blues.
traditional blues, and there's nothing not knocking traditional blues.
Do
I
you
don't
get
want
shit?
no people
Do
getting
you get
upset.
shit from Blues Society about being?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Again,
Okay.
Guys,
I can't go down that road.
I'm going to. 'Cause
Yeah, Aaron will. Let's go there.
I'm in there a bit. There's a thing you call a blues Nazi, okay? I'm just going to say this. Like
There's some
this.
blues Karens out there.
Gatekeeper.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I like blues Karen even better.
That's a good.
But all right, how best to explain this? Okay, so
Let's put on our political
Okay.
gloves
And
here.
this is when the camera all focuses on Aaron. And they
How
forget
can
I'm
we
here.
say this without ruining somebody's feelings?
yeah, well, all right. So a huge
Fuck your feelings.
majority of your blues crowd is really concerned about traditional blues dying. Okay,
That's fair enough.
And
I feel like that's a fair. With what Lynn
That is fair. That is
with
fair.
what Lynn was talking about. I feel like that's a fair enough thing to worry about.
It's
lovely.
totally fair.
Lovely.
It's totally fair. Okay, but then I want to take into account how I found traditional blues.
Right?
Okay, and how I found Freddie King was through Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
Because Eric Clapton came out and just played a whole bunch of Freddie King covers. And once I found that out, I went back and found Freddie King. And when I found Stevie Ray Vaughan, I learned who Albert King was. And that was the same, like getting back into those roots right there. Led Zeppelin, do you realize their entire Led Zeppelin 1 was blues covers?
Yep.
What do you mean, like they stole their riffs and stuff?
From Willie
No,
Dixon.
I'm saying they stole all of it.
From Willie
The
Dixon.
lyrics
Led
too.
Zeppelin
Well,
stole.
not even all
Well,
Willie
I better
Dixon.
not- I better not say that again.
Yeah,
Well, it was-
Kansas Joe did When the Levee Breaks.
Oh, really?
And that's like an old 1920s blues artist that like
And I've heard of him in that song.
well
of course.
but this
That
is
was four,
this
I
is
think.
what I'm saying though
Yeah.
is like Led Zeppelin introduced a whole nother world of blues.
Right.
Okay. Allman Brothers introduced Elmore James.
Oh, I really like the Allman Brothers. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. So like by finding these current artists that are playing stuff that speaks to me, I research their influences and I find this old blues.
And when you find
And
that,
so
dude,
when
was
I
it
find the
blatant
old blues,
copies?
it's not dead, man.
Was it blatant copies though?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
really.
It-
Sometimes.
some of
In
it's
that
in-
day and age, I mean, you could get away with it. Like
Sometimes
nobody
it
fucking
was,
knows.
man.
There was back then a lot of
Dude,
that.
Yeah.
Speedy, you
A
could steal
lot of
music
that,
so
especially-
easily.
Especially when it came to the infancy of rock and roll.
Yeah.
But you know, it's that what like Aaron said, it's the influences. That's what introduced me. See, I grew up on soul, Marvin Gaye, and
That's
and
all.
all
And
that.
if you guys haven't heard Orphan Jon the Band, he's got a lot of soul in his voice, and a lot of soul comes through in their blues, and it's really a fun fucking show. As I butt in real quick, but
And
I'm not. I got to give you a compliment, brother. You have a lot of blues soul in your voice. That's why I really enjoy your guys' band.
it's like, look at that bald guy. How did that happen?
No, he's gonna be modest like all lead singers are, but doesn't.
no, yeah.
He's got a lot of blues, a lot of fucking blues and soul in his voice.
You got a charisma about you on stage that makes people kind of pay attention.
That's,
Yeah.
You know what? That's my upbringing.
That's just
Which
you.
is not
That's you,
having an
baby.
upbringing.
That's you, baby. That's you.
It works.
I think I know, and if anybody hasn't heard about all of John's upbringing, you can go back to episode 8 and check that out. We'll get into a little bit of course in this one, but
Yeah.
he grew up orphan, grew up in the system, has a great story about him and his brother growing up apart. There's a lot there.
And you can't escape it. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
but I think I would sit here and
It's
say,
your life, man.
I would sit
Yeah.
here and say that you would have been. I think you would have become somewhat of this, no matter what. I think it was just in you, man. I really
The thing
do.
you're supposed to be, you become.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Maybe it took you a
Yeah.
little longer because you had to
It
deal with the
did.
system
It
and
did.
shit. But like,
And maybe you earned it a little bit more. Maybe now
that's why you
you're
appreciate
for
it.
it a little
That's
bit
why he
more.
fucking
Yeah.
appreciates it.
Well,
Right.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of it, what I'm doing, is because the age and the time is that I'm not getting all stressed out over it. It ain't happening right now kind of attitude. Like a lot of musicians, they get into the industry of any music, pop, rock, country, blues, whatever it may be, indie. They want that instant stardom. And for me, I've been fortunate because I'm at the age where it's like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And
when you guys have had some success, which helps.
Yeah, I didn't start off to be what I'm doing. I didn't start off.
And a lot of
10
bands
years ago thinking I'd be living in Wichita.
We just kind of roll out trying to have a good time.
Yeah,
well, a lot of bands have a lot of
it.
pressure. You've been practicing. You've been maybe buying places to practice. You got all these fucking you got your 3 to 5 members that you're worried about. I mean, you guys have kind of grown into a comfortable thing. You have a 5-piece set. Give a shout out to everybody that's in the band. There's 3 others that are not here.
There's Kobe Aiken. Kobe, love him to death.
Shout out.
And what I like about Kobe is he's very much about the technique, the formula, getting it right. It's like.
Well, I've never heard him bitch once about him.
No.
I know he's good.
He's kind of like Kobe. When we do,
I'll tell you.
I know you will.
When we write new material, what I like about Kobe is he's kind of the compass. He's kind of like, we'll get off on a tangent.
He'll go, no.
Yeah, he will. He'll be like, hey, come on, guys, I like that. But, I think we do. And then he brings us back.
He goes, that's not going to work.
You got to keep it structured.
That's not it.
He does.
We got to make a song out of this.
Yeah, because me as a vocalist, I'm like,
and here's a nice side question. I know you guys might deal with this a little bit as a blues band because there is a lot of like riffing and a lot of just like jam banding.
Oh man, we do jam.
Yeah, you guys jam and you go out and sometimes sometimes the same song will sound completely different in different places.
All day.
So like when you're recording music, you have to have kind of somebody kind of keep you on track a little bit. Right?
You gotta have somebody that understands and has it in their mind set, the arrangement, when we're going to do this, when we're going to do that, when we're going to change things up. And that's what I like about Kobe is that he's kind of, like I said, he's that compass. He really takes what we're doing and harnesses everybody.
Kind of brings it into and meshes it.
He keeps us on that, that steady road, going straight where we can go off on the, which we do sometimes.
I mean, that's kind of that's blues.
But you got to have somebody. You got to have that.
If you're going to jam it right.
I mean, blues is jamming. Is it? I mean, it's really fun to watch.
And then we have on keys. Phil Martin and slide guitar.
He doubles on guitar.
He's outstanding slide guitarist. He probably would not ever admit that, but I'm telling you, he's really good. And
with slide guitar, does that mean you always have the slide on your finger? Or what?
Yeah. He'll put a little glass thing.
Now the funny thing is that Phil taught Ryan a bit about playing guitar.
Yeah.
And I used to play in a band, Kentucky Gentlemen, and he taught Mitch, my partner there, how to play guitar.
Nice.
And
so he's a good teacher, it sounds like.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a great teacher, knows guitar inside and out. What he's doing with us is he's like, well, I don't know about slide guitar that much, so let me just try this. And I don't know about playing keyboards in a band. Let me go for it.
So he's doubling.
He's on the edge of his abilities.
So does he kind of lead and backup guitar slash?
He's skilled. He plays leads for us.
Yeah, he plays leads. And
so when he's on keyboard, does Ryan play lead guitar? Is that how
a lot of times Ryan's playing the leads. Ryan Baker, who's this.
A really good guitar player.
We've been doing some shows where Phil's not been with us, where it's just been us four. Ryan.
Keyboard?
No keyboard.
We did that in Wisconsin.
I would never come to an Orphan Jon show without the keyboard.
And
we just did that in Wisconsin a little bit.
Yeah, we did at the Prairie Dog Blues Festival. Shout out to Todd Yeoman and
what was that?
Stevens.
What was that place? What was that? Give us a little bit of that.
It's literally, here's the Iowa border.
This is it.
There it is.
There's a river in between there. We're on an island in the river.
There's a Mississippi River.
That sounds like a cool spot.
Yeah.
It is a cool spot.
It is.
It is a cool spot.
I'll tell you this.
I have played that festival 5 different bands.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's incredible.
I'll tell you this. It's the best festival I've ever been to as far as running. Well, I mean, I should say as far.
Well, Todd and Spike got it going down,
But the way they run it, the personnel, everybody has their game.
It's nice. It's nice when you get to it. When you get to a place and it's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got it down. They got it down pat. And Spike's a crazy fun guy. I mean,
oh my God!
So shout out to this guy who runs it. What's his name?
Even stopped drinking.
Todd Yeoman is the one that started it. So it's his festival. He's the one that books the bands. And Spike is his MC and also helps with a lot of stuff. So Spike.
So he's kind of the host of the whole
Spike-
yeah,
show.
he's
Spike's
the
great,
personality.
man.
I would say Spike's the personality.
Spike is a
He's-
major
Well, help us land that.
personality.
Help
for
us land
sure.
that interview. We'll do
Oh,
it.
anytime you want,
We'll
man.
try.
Yeah.
Can we get it? We have to do a remote.
I know Spike pretty good, but
Can we
yeah,
do a
yeah,
remote?
he ain't
He's a
coming
great
down here,
guy,
bro.
Great guy.
He might.
Love him to death.
Nope.
He's a Minnesota Viking fan.
Oh well, we won't hold that against him.
It's all right.
But other than that, but you know, so Phil's good at what he does, and I like what about Phil is that he's. It's nice to be in a band with musicians that don't have overbearing egos.
There it is. I knew
Yeah,
that's where you
yeah.
were going with that.
Because that's important that you don't have that. I don't. You know, if I was to give advice to any young musicians that want to put a band together, is that listen to each other.
Check your
Work
ego
with
at
each-
the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
work with each other because your point of view, and I've had that happen a couple of times where I'm thinking one certain thing, and it's like I got dead set, but then I'm like, oh wait a minute.
Somebody checks you a little.
Somebody, yeah, they're like, no, let's try
And-
this.
and everyone
you
should
gotta
be
back-
open to that.
Exactly. You got to back up a little bit and say, okay, and you find out, oh my God.
I think our band
that
is really
was
good at that.
freaking amazing.
I think you need to find friends.
I think our band is really good at that.
I do too.
Before it blows up into a big thing,
Yeah.
one of us goes,
Hey.
"Hey, man, we should probably just fucking do this because
Yeah.
that's the right way to
No,
go."
what is? Hey guys,
You know
let's
what I
take
mean?
a break and have,
Don't you think
have
you're
a
getting a
shot
little-
of whiskey.
Yeah, don't you think you're getting a little attached?
Break,
And,
break.
You know,
Calm down.
Yeah.
What you
That's how it goes.
what you always need, even in your friends, and I would say even, and I love that you said that with your bands because I see a lot of bands and they push and push on each other. Like somebody needs to go, okay, hey guys, hey,
Chill the
let's,
fuck out.
like guys, we're a band.
You guys know your friends, right?
I mean, and we have the same. We have the same thing with the band that we do as a podcast. Every once in a while, you can't have a bunch of yes men around you.
Well, what-
you need
I don't
people-
want them.
Well, that's what's great about
I don't
me.
want 'em.
Honestly, and I'll give you guys a little bit of insight into the Aaron and Austin show. The one thing that I love about it and what I think works and why it works is me and Aaron hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
We hold each other accountable for our interviews. We hold each other accountable when we fuck up. We hold each other accountable for ideas and shit. And what's great is we get to bounce ideas off each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With someone going, hey, you know, sometimes that idea sucks, but maybe if we do this, it's a little bit better. You know, because sometimes you come up with some shit that it's just like,
Well, a lot of it
you're gonna do that.
a lot of it is trust.
100%.
Trust.
Well,
You know,
that's huge in any
it
relationship.
is.
That's huge.
And
a
respect.
band-
And respect, because you got to
Yeah.
respect their opinion
Yes,
too a little
a
bit.
band
too.
is just like a marriage. It literally is like a relationship. I mean, you got in our
or
band.
a podcast.
Or a-
There you go.
oh, it's so
Five, you
cute.
got 5 guys, 5 different personalities, 5 different upbringings. You know, 5 different experience in life that they're
Yeah.
bringing to
Different
this table.
talents, different talents,
different talents,
different everything, man.
and everything. And then what it is trusting one another to say, and that if now that I don't feel that, okay, then they're like, all right, we're not going to do that, or I think this is a great idea, but okay, let's do it, and then you find out, wow, that was the perfect idea, and that's all it is. And it's like Aaron said, you don't take it personal. We're all wanting to get to the same goal. Which
We're
is
all in this
But we
for
have a
sales.
different idea of how to do it.
And I think one of the
make
be-
this song moving and touching people's lives, because we're not going to get filthy rich off of it.
Now, the best thing I could hope for is
You never know.
5
You can hit
unique-
one. You can hit a big one.
the best thing I could hope for is 5 unique approaches
Yes.
to making it awesome.
It is.
And
Like, that's killer.
and
It is.
adaptable approaches. Adaptable approaches.
Yeah. And
Because if you have a good group of people, all their ideas can mesh into one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's aspects of it that I'm seeing that you're not. There's aspects that you're seeing that I'm not. There's experiences that you've lived through that I haven't. And all these ideas can morph together if you have a group of people that are willing to coexist with each other.
Yeah.
And that's when great art of any kind comes really out.
And I'm gonna put this out here because I've said it before and I'll say it here on the podcast. One of the greatest things that I've come across since I've been doing this thing, this is my 10th year doing this music journey, is Aaron. Because when I came to Aaron a couple of years ago when I moved to Wichita, and I called him, I said, hey.
You gotta make him blush.
Yeah, but you know what?
I don't
love the
blush.
guy. I love him to death. And it's like I said, hey, you know, I can't bring my guys out from California. I don't have the kind of money to do that.
I
very
remember the
often.
conversation.
And I said, I need to put together a band out here. And Aaron, without even batting an eye, even though I couldn't see him, I was on the phone. He says,
He's like, I got an idea.
I got the band for you.
That's same.
I got
and
a band.
And
He did the
it's-
same thing for
and
me.
it's
He's like,
these
I
guys.
got it. I got you.
And every one of and it's been perfect. It's been a perfect fit. Every aspect of what Ryan brings to the table, what Phil brings, what Kobe brings, what Aaron brings. For me, it's just been 110.
What I'm hearing is that he likes the Midwest version of Orphan Jon better than the California version.
Bro, he brought us to Memphis.
So Suck Lemon's California version.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No. I'll get my guys great because even they've said, wow, because the band in California is on the album Over the Pain, and they're like, holy shit. Ryan's telling me, wow, man, that's some.
So when you record, how does that
I
work?
met Alistair up in Central
So
Iowa.
you broke into
that.
that. So when you record your original Orphan Jon music, how does that work when you have two bands?
Well, we'll do like out here. We'll go in the Red Cat.
Oh,
Shout out to
Down in
Luke
Peck,
Wilson.
Luke Wallace.
What's going on there?
I said Wilson. Luke Wallace.
Yeah, give us an insight on what's going on there.
Well, we've done 4 singles last December. We went in the studio. So basically, this is what happens. So
4 of his already going singles.
yeah,
What happens there? Do you change them a little, or how's that?
We changed them quite a bit.
Wow.
So what happened was this. I put out an album in 2018, Abandoned No More, on Ripcat Records out of Los Angeles. And that album was a limited release. Basically, it was just stateside. Nothing international, nothing
Did you
Europe.
even put it on like Apple Music and shit?
Well, it's on that. Yeah, it's on that.
So
But there's no radio play, no push.
No, nothing
So it's
behind it.
there. If somebody
right.
knows to look for it, they'll find it.
Yeah, if you, I mean, you'd have to just.
but who's
outside the states. So because money, everything costs fucking money.
If you want to sponsor
And-
anything, it sure the fuck does.
Yeah.
If you want
Yeah,
to get to the
exactly.
masses, I mean, if you wanted to
It's,
get outside of your circle, yes, cost money.
So that album,
100%.
was pretty expensive to start off. And my good friend Alistair Green, I confided in him. Hey, what do you think I should do about getting a radio person? I threw some names at him. A couple of them, he gave me some sound advice, and I would give this to anybody. It's sound advice. Don't waste your time. Don't waste their time. If you're not at that level yet, don't mess with it. Just start
Leave
where
it
you're
alone.
at. Start where you're at. And
Leave it
so
alone.
he suggested a really good radio person, Todd Glacier, out of Alaska, and Todd did phenomenal. I mean, we ended up getting that album, ended up getting some nominations.
Living Blues?
Blast, Living Blues, all this stuff.
All right.
And so it was a great launch, but it was all stateside because that's what I paid for. So what happened is we do Over the Pain, and now I started my own record label because Ripcat is no longer around.
Right.
So Scott Abeta owned Ripcat, said, you know what, you got to start your own label. I mean, you're already paying for everything yourself.
So would you just hire an engineer to come in and?
Well, yeah, I went to Studios in Bakersfield, California, and for about 4 days went in the studio, recorded the album Over the Pain with Alistair Green producing and playing on it, and Jason Blakely on drums and Ray Sadowski on bass. My 2 guys, I love them to death. They're in Bakersfield, California. And we put out Over the Pain. And then because I met Gina through Suki.
Right.
Again, fucking love Suki. She introduced me to Gina. I did a showcase in 2020, right before the pandemic, in the end of January of 2020, there on Beale Street at BB King's. That's how I met Gina. And then from there, just things evolved. And Gina, when I was going to put out this album Over the Pain, I was in post-production, already mixed and mastered, doing going into that, and talked to Gina. She brought me on on her management team, so she's managing me out of Nashville, Tennessee. And from there, we put out the album Over the Pain with Michelle Castilla as my radio person. Now, Michelle deals with Europe, worldwide. And she's been phenomenal. She's Albert Castiglia's wife.
She knows exactly
Just
what's up. Albert Castiglia being a very well-established touring.
I've heard his name.
National
Him
touring
and Mike
blues
Zito.
He sounds like somebody. I feel like I've heard his name before.
He's on Gulf Coast Records, Mike Zito's label. With Mike Zito, they've been touring, doing Blood Brothers. Is it
Blood Brothers, yeah, him and Zito.
But
Fucking John's on his shit, ain't he?
Michelle's just phenomenal. I mean, just and this is the way I am. Okay, so as a kid. Just real quick insight. I don't got time for bullshitters. I don't bullshit nobody. I'd rather just tell you, fuck off. I don't like you. Then for okay.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Don't waste my fucking time.
I don't
man.
have time for that.
I don't have time for your fake bullshit. Just tell me who you. I see through your ass anyway.
Yeah,
I see
you
through your
like
ass
me.
anyway.
You like me. You don't. And I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna weep over it.
Me too, man. It's
and
okay.
so
Don't long call me for $20. Here's $20. Go away.
Exactly. And so what I like about the people I've been introduced to is Suki, straight shooter.
Yeah.
Gina, 100% straight shooter.
Amazing.
Yeah, tell me where I stand. Let me know where I fucking stand.
She doesn't mess around. She takes.
I haven't met Michelle yet, but I know Albert.
Yep. I got to do. That's another story too.
Yeah,
right?
no worries.
But the thing is, so then we put out the Over the Pain. Now we have an international fan base that's grown.
What
What
a helpful thing.
that is exactly. It's
Yeah,
held
Europe.
radio play in Europe.
We're charting in Europe.
Italy,
Europe
Spain,
loves blues
Germany,
music.
Netherlands,
All day.
everywhere. And so what happened was Gina says to me, and this is back last winter. She said, or fall. She said, "Look, it cost me over $30,000 to put out Over the Pain out of my pocket and my wife Stella, who's the president of the record label Vintage
damn.
Chanel.
That's so much money.
Records. It's a lot of money,
is.
and I could
3 stacks of high
I
society,
could buy a
man.
nice car for that.
Yeah.
So Gina's like, look, if you want, I think we should put out singles because everybody's doing it. You can put out a single.
That's
put
what's
out a
happening
single.
now. Yeah.
Well,
And so-
honestly, what everybody's doing now is releasing a song every
Yeah.
week or two, leading up to the release of their LP or their full album.
And I will tell you that even that doesn't compare with just content.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we are all in the content business now.
That's right. That's how it's actually happening.
I think a little bit stand-up comedians and artists and musical artists are getting a dick on that a little bit because
Yeah.
you guys create. So you guys are up against like the people putting out content every fucking day.
Well,
like I
look at-
can't make a new song every
Look
goddamn
what's
day.
going on right now in Hollywood with the screenwriters and the actors.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with the strike.
They're
There's-
striking over the
there's gonna
streaming
be huge
platforms
problems
because
here.
they're not getting those residuals.
Well, yeah.
they used to get.
What they did was during like what you're saying. So let's dive into this a little bit. So if anybody doesn't know what they did, and it started with a little bit with the Black Widow movie and another movie called
Yeah.
Cinderella.
That's right.
So what happened with those two movies is since they did not release them in a theatrical release, even though they were supposed to be big theatrical releases, in the contract when they released those movies and started selling them for $25 to get them because of the pandemic, because all the fucking theaters were closed, and you could buy it off Disney Plus or whatever platform you had for $25. None of the studios, none of the fucking actresses or the actors got any of that fucking residual money, and all of the streaming platforms just sucked up all that fucking cash. Like they did, like, they did not count it as a box office ticket like they should have, like because it was basically a way to still see a box office movie without having to go to the box office. They were charging you $25 to $30 for that experience, and so over the last like 3 fucking years since COVID, they have just been ripping.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The fucking writers,
Exactly.
the production companies,
Yeah.
and all that shit off that money.
Now that's why there's a strike because they're fed up with it. And the music
Yeah, I get
industry, is
I would be too. I mean,
it's the
it's
same
fair.
scenario. You've got scenario.
Well, the same thing.
Scenario.
And you're right, dude. Snoop Dogg
Where-
put a fucking.
Oh, yeah, a lot of-
He
it's-
shined a light on this. He's like, if I sell 10,000 copies at $10 a piece, that's $1 million. Like, if I do all these streamings, he's like,
Yeah.
where's that fucking money going,
It's
bro?
like,
Yeah.
it's like
like, where's that
maybe-
fucking money?
It's maybe like $15,000 if he's 'cause
Yeah,
there was a-
exactly.
Yeah.
There was a deal put out a few years back with Bruno Mars, a hit song of his, where it was like something million streams off this one song.
And
And I got him like
And he
$8.
Well,
and
no, he
change.
got like 10,000 something, but I mean it's a million.
yeah, so
and he got 10,000.
somebody's getting fat on that.
I mean, yeah. and
Somebody's
it-
getting fat on those streams. Somebody's
So-
getting fat on those subscriptions
the,
that they're
the
buying.
upside is for anybody that wants to get into the music industry and they want to put out their own music.
You can.
There's accessibility. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's the
great.
best part.
That's the best part.
But
you get out
you-
there. I'm on Spotify.
But
I'm
don't
on
expect
iTunes.
any money back.
But yeah, whenever I
It's rare.
get my royalties, it's like it breaks it down. I get this spreadsheets, breaks it down. This is how much I made on iTunes. This is how much I made on
Yeah, here's 85
Spotify.
cents.
Dude, it's not even that. It's like 14 cents, and you're like, golly, man. And that can be discouraging because you're like, gosh, maybe people don't.
I
like
put
my
a lot of
music.
work into that 14
Yeah.
cents.
We just spent the
Well,
wife
when
and
you-
I
when you-
$30,000. On this
Bro,
album,
yeah.
And then traveling, and then all of the things that go into it, the rehearsals and all the things
The
that
other
go
side is that when
makes
artists
it a
say,
problem.
when artists say we're not doing this for the money, we're doing it because we love to perform, to express ourselves, and we're connecting with people. That's literally what it is.
But what happens when the people hear that and they go, "Oh, okay, so you ain't worried about it."
That's what they think a little bit. I mean, they think that a little bit. I mean, the same thing with podcasting, and the same
Yeah.
thing with
Right.
Like you basically just throw a bunch of fucking money into this and don't get shit in return. I mean, that's how it works. I mean, at least that's the business model that we're on.
Yeah.
Hey, did you say intermission?
Oh, is it intermission time?
Intermission, man.
Let's take 5 real quick. We'll be right back with
We'll
more Orphan
regroup
Jon.
and we'll talk about the upcoming Red Shed.
We'll be
This
more.
starting to irritate me about the
Well, and dude, and
the whole
anybody.
fucking plight of an artist.
I
You know
never
what I
made
mean?
my point.
And I will make this point.
Hey, you want to make your point real quick?
Yeah,
I
finish
don't
it.
remember what my point was, but my point was this. Oh,
He remembers.
The singles was simple. Gina said, "Look, you need it. Let's take some of these songs off over the Abandoned No More that nobody heard internationally, and put those out.
Re-release them.
Re-release them." And so we did. And what I love about it is exactly what Aaron said a little while ago. It's their person, which is where I've always been. I've been this type person. I don't want you to imitate Bruce Krupnick, who I love to death, who was my first co-writer and helped me start this band back in 2015. I don't want you to imitate him. I want you to bring your personality. It's like any song, you got to have those, you got to hit those spots. You know, the familiarity is important.
There's certain things.
You can't have Smoke on the Water and you don't have that bass lick starting off. You know, so it's the same
But you do have
concept.
some places where you can take some liberties.
But you can. And so what they did is they took, and it's like one's going to be released here on August 25th, a new
Yeah, you gonna
single,
dig it.
Dance for Me
Ooh,
Girl.
can we feature that on this
You're gonna
episode?
like
If you
it.
want to.
Could you send the files to John? We'll put it on the
I
graphic.
can do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, we love
And
doing
it's
that.
Dance
That's
for
one of
Me
my favorite
Girl.
things. Even when it flags fucking YouTube, we don't give a shit.
And-
Fuck you,
and I've-
YouTube. Play our
and
songs.
I've got, I gave permission.
Yeah, we give you permission in the fucking song,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
goddamn
I
episode.
wrote the fucking
That's what I've
song.
been writing on them. Like, if you go to this point in the video, you'll see them like give us permission.
Literally giving
Yeah.
us
And,
in
and,
the video.
and thank you, John, for doing that. And we'll give John
And
a
it's
little
one of those-
credit there.
so what
Guys,
happens-
we've had permission. Fuck off, YouTube.
Exactly. Well, they've done it to me. They've
Yeah.
actually done it
On your own
on
song.
my
Yeah.
own fucking song.
It happened to Hector
happened
too.
to-
Didn't
Yeah.
Hector had that
It's the
issue for a little bit?
craziest thing. And so, anyway, we revamped them, and I got this idea from my good friend Alistair Green, which is go in and don't put Love Light or Dance for Me Girl. Put Love Light in parentheses. Live studio version, live studio, and it's different. And what they
Wow,
did on
that
Dance for Me
And it
Girl,
populates back to the top.
it does. So
Oh,
it's a
okay.
new title, and it's still. And so, anyways, that's what we're doing. And we got one more song from Abandon No More. We're going to release sometime next year, but we got a song right now, and I'll tell you about that after the break. That I'm really excited about. That's an animated type video. It's
Oh,
gonna be
awesome.
really badass.
And we have to give credit to that animator coming up, too.
Oh, dude.
Wichita.
Let's go out to the lobby. We'll be
out the lobby.
All right, we'll be right back with more from Orphan John. So we're going spelunking in the mountains
No.
on a Tuesday.
Are we ready? Are we
No,
ready?
3
that's how we're
p.m.
going to start this new back at it, though.
Yeah, so don't false start.
Well, that's just how it's going to happen.
One battery.
And I have sunglasses on now.
Am I even
I
on
like your
Am I on
sunglasses.
camera, or is it just?
Dude, I'm not going to lie. Give these a feel.
Are those your Maui gems?
Dude, they're some of the most comfortable.
Give these a. He says,
Are
"Give
those
these."
your Maui gems?
He
the
says,
most
"Give these a
comfortable.
feel," as he spreads his legs apart.
These are those most. They're pretty
Tell me what you
goddamn.
think about these.
Awesome, man. Trade accepted. Here you go.
All right.
Trading set.
I feel like I got the
Yeah,
ass
I
into
like
this deal.
Yeah, I think you did. These are really nice. Got the amber glow of the world.
Right? It's a little polarized. It's a little like I'm cooler than everybody.
It's
Yeah, I dig it.
polarized.
I dig
Wait a
it.
minute, it's polarized.
Yeah, they're
Polarized.
polarized. Yeah.
Oh, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Well,
We can't be
polarization.
polarized.
It's almost like I can see like into another universe a little bit.
You already uttered. You already uttered blues Nazis earlier.
I know.
Blues
I know.
Karens.
I did say that.
Blues Karen
Blues
Nazis.
Karens. I do like that better.
Well, it's a
actually.
little less aggressive than blues Nazis.
Yeah.
Depends on who you ask. Some people are really triggered by the word Karen.
Well, I feel like the word Nazi is a little bit more. than
Usually it's Karen.
Oh, no, you don't understand
Usually it's
how
Karen
far
that's
I'm
triggered by Karen.
Just hit play. Shit. Can we start this?
Not quite. We're almost.
I'm going to bring up. Let's call them Cathys.
Kathy, Karen, Jen,
Kathy's.
Bob, Nazis.
Chad. Yeah.
Well, let's just call them some Nazi name at the end.
They're Kevins.
They're comfortable.
Those are very nice. I do like those a
They're very
lot.
comfortable.
They look good on you. Look like you're ready to hit the slopes.
I am sloping.
Slope.
I'm sloping to the left. And you guys
To
slope.
the left.
You guys slope to the left or the right?
Yeah.
Is this a show yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're good.
I had to ask Stella.
All right, we're back
I
from
never analyzed.
spelunking in the mountains.
Spelunking.
We were all
Spelunking.
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 You guys know what that is, right?
Spelunking.
That is cave
Yeah.
mountain diving.
Yeah.
But now it's lost its meaning, and I don't know where we were.
I don't know
We're
what we
talking
meant
about-
by it either. But I got glasses on now, and I
We're
didn't
looking cool.
last time. We moved into a new version of.
What was it? Okay, Spumoni.
That's
Big
right.
Ed. Big Ed. That's what we were talking about.
So,
Jesus Christ.
so
man.
Spelunking.
we got his TikTok idea.
Yeah, yeah.
So what it entails is Big Ed was telling me about this.
It was a very
this-
long ride
This
from
cool-looking breed, from Wisconsin
yeah.
down to Wichita, and
Shit
he's-
got weird.
And in,
Wichita? Wichita?
Well, yeah, Wichita. I'm from California. It's Wichita. So, anyways, Ed was talking about this certain breed, and they're used by the police, and I didn't know this, and they're called
Yeah.
Italian.
Spumoni Italiano.
And so he's showing me. So I was like, "What?" So he gets on his phone.
And you guys have a mutual friend that is
And-
raising these dogs.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
show dogs.
So
And
these
she
are
wins-
dogs, not mountain climbing.
No.
or
These
cave
are dogs.
diving.
These
spelunkers.
are like an
Yeah. Fair
enough.
in-demand breed of
Yes.
dog that like one of their
Special
mutual
breed.
friends
Special-
is,
yeah,
is
yeah,
breeding
friend
these
of ours.
dogs.
Oh, okay. All jokes
Susan
aside, it
Hicks.
sounds pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Her name's Susan Hicks, and
Yeah.
she does these shows, and she wins. You know, they win grand champion,
Yeah.
all this
They
stuff.
have
She
these
has amazing
spelunking dogs.
dogs.
Dude, if I had a dog that could cave dive,
A
Yeah.
Spumoni Italiano.
Head first.
Spumoni Italiano.
So he's showing me, he shows me a picture. I never heard of it. I'm like, wow, I never heard of that. So he shows me his picture on his phone. We're in
Cool
the front,
looking dog.
We're in the front seat, and we're like looking at it. And all of a sudden, here comes Aaron, and he brings out.
did you touch your nipple before this?
Yeah, he did.
I said this was Spumoni Italiano,
And
which
it was
is ice cream.
And so, boom, my head goes, oh my God, that could be a TikTok video.
And
Where all we do moments with Aaron, and me and Ed are just like, you don't see us on camera. We're just get real
Man,
serious. We're like
you,
talking.
you guys know that crows are fucking wicked smart, man. They can train crows
Yeah,
to
they
like.
come-
yeah, well,
Crows,
one
yes.
of the,
Catch
one version
changes
of the
and
crow
stuff.
is
They
the
are.
smartest bird in the world. There's
It
a bird.
is.
So here's
And then-
Russell Crowe.
And then he goes, and then we're looking
Here's
at it,
Russell
and then
Crowe.
all of a sudden you see his phone come in, and his hand, he goes,
Or
"Here's
the
Russell
guy
Crowe."
from the crow.
Yeah, here's
Russell
Brandon Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could be
Brandon
Brandon Lee too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What a good break.
I was
Man,
kind of
did his
sandbagging
career
him
get
like
shot
that.
down?
No, it's good.
Did his career get shot down?
Jesus.
Oh, damn.
Too soon. Too soon.
No, too
It's too soon.
Too soon.
Like, just similar to his dad's. His dad's got shot down too.
Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, it went to his head.
Oh, no.
Man.
All right, edit all
What are
this
we
out.
doing this?
Edit all this out.
Oh, man.
Edit.
Hey,
cut.
dude, they're not going to see it.
You don't edit shit.
And there's not even friends. There's not even friends.
Nobody watches this far in.
No, they don't.
They don't. That's the funny
By
part.
now they
We
switched-
lost them at
by
intermission.
now they-
That's
No,
what's
dude,
up.
we lost them in 15.
By
Dude,
now-
people,
Lost them at intermission.
content creation these days, if you're lucky, if you get
By
anybody to
now,
listen longer than 5
They
minutes.
switched to porn. Alex.
Yeah, dude, you got to start
yeah.
jerking off if you're a kid by
Alex!
now. I can't watch a podcast all day.
Right.
That's why our porn star episode did 600
Dude,
views.
it's like
Shout out to fucking Alex.
Alex, yes. And
The
I
whole-
met her.
Yeah.
I met her.
So flashback to last weekend.
That's just crazy.
Oh, you met her? Yeah. At,
Yes.
Yeah.
And I met Boo.
that dog's awesome.
We were at
Shut
Table
up,
Rock
Table
Tavern.
Rock Tavern in
In
Table
Table
Rock
Rock.
Lake.
Her mom owns
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, Jill. Jill's your mom.
Jill's her mom.
Jill is Alex's mom. Wow. Yeah, right?
Eyes on camera.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
I hope Jill don't
Didn't
see
we talk
this,
about
but
this in the
seriously,
Hourglass episode? I found one.
I'm like,
Maybe we did.
Well, we got to see
who's
it.
her friend?
Boo, it's a dog.
No.
not the dog.
Lyric was her name.
Lyric.
Lyric was her name.
Shout out to Lyric. She
And-
is
Lyric
and
was awesome.
And
Yeah.
I will
Lyric
be,
was
and I
cool
will,
as
and I
fuck.
will give Alex another shout out. She is a great ambassador of hip hop in this
Yeah.
community. She,
Oh,
she
nice.
she supports a lot of.
I like
she turned me
that.
on to Sir Charles. She turned me on
Yep.
to a lot of cool shit that I didn't know about. I already knew about
Alex!
I already knew about like national hip hop because I follow it on like the platforms. But
Yeah.
local hip hop, I didn't know a ton about.
Right.
I kind of wrote off Wichita hip hop.
That's like local blues artists.
Yeah.
They're
mean,
out there.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
You usually see them on the side of the corner with, "We'll work for food."
I haven't done that for days. Okay. So,
I haven't done
days.
that.
No, I mean,
for days.
anybody feed the band. Feed the band.
Yes.
They haven't eaten in weeks.
I need to start promoting their Venmo and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
send us $5, man. Every once in a while, we want to
Yeah.
supersize those meals.
Tip us.
You can tip us on
So
those.
so we have a Venmo and a Cash App.
Yeah.
Aaron and
probably a
Austin
good
show,
place to
these
put
handsome
some of that.
bastards.
Yeah.
They got money. You can give us them. Just give us the money.
Yeah.
We're just now starting to get all that, man. This kind of took us all by storm. Like
You got to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I know Facebook's
We're working.
been blown up.
We're working hard
But
on
man,
that.
get that 1,000.
Okay, so
man. Get
I will-
that
Is that a
1,000.
thing?
I will say to thank you for everybody who's thank you for John for bringing this up. Thank you for everybody who subscribed recently.
Yeah.
We have went from like 460 to like 550 some odd subscribers on
nice.
YouTube,
Yeah.
and we went from like 1,700 to like almost 2,100 right now.
Oh,
in the
shit.
last like 3 months on both
Yeah.
of those
that's
platforms.
awesome.
And you know, as many people that follow me personally on social media, if every one of them would subscribe
to our
YouTube-
page, yeah.
YouTube channel.
Well,
it's
I
like,
would say
come on,
everybody
just
that
do it.
Okay, so I will say right now, Aaron has close to 5,000 or more followers. I am pushing 4,000.
I have-
John has easily what 4,500. You're just trying to not get to the 5,000.
I'm about 50 or so away from 5,000.
Exactly.
I am 4,000.
And John has 4,000 some plus.
I'm 4,999 because I want to leave hope
Well, I will say
for that one person.
So if you are my friend on
Leave that
Facebook,
hope out there.
so if you are part of that 3,000, 4,000, whatever number, and then you also do not follow our content pages, shame on you.
yeah.
Shame on you.
Get on all of them.
Come on.
You know,
So
speaking of
give
that-
us a like. Give us a like and a share, dude. And in return, is as holy as I sound right now. I like and share all of your shit too. So don't put
Yeah,
that fucking finger back at
right.
me.
Yeah,
bitch, 'cause-
we really do. You
you
do
do.
a good
Yeah, you
job of
do.
that.
dude, I work hard on liking
Yep.
and sharing everything that anybody sends my way.
So- you do a great job
social
of it.
platforms,
So
man.
do me the best favor and turn that judgmental
Yeah.
shit around and like and share our shit too because we
See,
appreciate
the,
it.
the one thing that
Because I
have-
can't wait for your content to make money, motherfuckers. So
I
help
have-
me too.
I have personal consternation over constipation,
Constipation.
consternation.
He's
and-
shitting
and
upwards. It's not going down.
And I
It's
really-
going up, not down.
I really have issues
Sounds
with
bad.
that's you know that actually lends back to the time when I was a child and they left me in a fucking motel when I was 5. Is the fact that I have almost 5,000 friends on Facebook, and yet we only have 2,000, almost 3,000 followers
On Orphan Jon.
It's like, what the fuck?
Well, what is what? Okay,
How
so
hard is it?
So
All you-
let me do a quick logistics that's gonna make your head hurt even more. So there's 4 of us
I
in
don't
here.
get it.
There's 4 of us in here with over 3,500 fans on
Right.
Facebook alone.
Right.
So
Social media.
So if we really look into that, all of us probably share 1,500 to 2,500 fans apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there
Same
is
people.
So the same people. So there's a little bit of that. So we remove that oversight, and then we say now there is at least 1,500 to 2,000
Right.
fans that each of us have that the other one does not. And so really, if they were fans of us, your 2,000 should not have been fucked off and missed your shit, and
Yeah.
should be looking at all of our shit too.
Yeah.
So quit being the guy on the sidelines that just
Right.
white looks, because it's weird when you come and talk to me
Yeah.
out in the open and you know everything that we've done.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
everything that Aaron's done.
I really liked that last episode.
Can you just like and subscribe, motherfuckers?
How
Like-
hard is that? And it don't cost you no money.
Well, what's weird when it's on the same platform. So, like what John is really saying. So, I'm gonna drive that home one more time. Orphan Jon has 5,000 plus, probably, and if he wanted to, subscribers to his Orphan Just John English page.
Yes.
And he says Orphan Jon probably has half of that.
Yeah.
What the fuck are the other half of you doing?
Where are you at? How can you say? How can
Shame.
you?
Shame on you.
How can
John,
you?
get John, you can get some mic time for
Right.
that. Shame.
Shame.
Shame on you. Like and subscribe, guys. We do our best to really share and do everything you can for every artist.
And it's not gonna
I miss
hurt
some
ya.
shit. I will say, I'm gonna hear some motherfucker be like, "Well, you didn't like and share my shit." Well, yeah,
I'm going to put it out there like this.
I try my
on the
hardest.
same scroll on our TikTok, like 4 or 5 more down from us is some like pimple popping video. You feel me?
that shit's satisfying to watch.
Bro, it is. But why don't you like support me over a pimple pop?
Well, and it's some shit, especially if you see somebody
You know, for real?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Erectile dysfunction.
If
kinda
somebody in this
advertisement.
town sends me
I can't get a
sends me
hard on.
content or sends me anything or has been on our show, even if it's not my taste, I can always respect the artistry and I can always respect the hustle. I will help you. I will like and share it as much as we
That's
can.
what I love about you guys.
Well, that's why we started
I've
this.
literally been introduced to a lot of local here, a lot of local talent I would have never known about. Never. Not even come close to.
Well, same thing
But
with
you
me. I will
guys-
give Aaron that same credit too. Let's give
guys-
Aaron. You guys, my ass. It's
That's
Aaron.
what's-
It's Aaron and John too. And credit to John. You
Well,
guys.
I'm
you guys
looking
have been,
at you, Austin.
why?
My brain's thinking of these two over here to the right.
Yeah, I
of
mean,
me.
people give me credit for shit I don't deserve, but I try to help as
But
much
I'm
as
just
I can.
saying, you guys are like, I mean, really, you're like, I wouldn't say the Don Imus of Wichita because that could get us in
I
trouble.
would. I'd say that.
Maybe the
That's pretty fairly.
I'd actually say the Bob and Tom / Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura / Joe Rogan
We're the
/
Howard Stern of
The Howard Stern.
the Howard
Stern.
Stern,
I mean, just give us all the
the
accolades you can come up
Jerry
with.
Springers.
I can't. Okay, as I said earlier, I've worn the glasses long enough without being part of the blues, so I got to
Okay.
pull.
Yeah, you're not in a blues band.
I'm not in a
Blues
blues
band.
band. I just felt out of place, so I wanted to come in back with the glasses. But I really want to get back into
Takes
this.
a blues band.
We got the red shag me, shag me,
Shed.
shag me shed.
Fuck
We got to get back
the
to
red shed.
the red shed,
Yeah.
the red
The
shag
red
me
shed.
shed,
We are recording a live record.
A live
a
album.
live whole album.
Live.
Okay, so I wanted to get into this a little bit as my brain starts to work a little bit again.
Okay.
Brains. Zombies. So when you have
Congratulations.
when you have two sets of musicians performing the songs that you wrote, and you're going to record this new album, and is this new album is some of the old songs too, or is this all new music? What are we doing
All
on
new
the
stuff.
Okay, what are we doing on with the new one? School us.
Go ahead, Aaron.
No, I haven't been there, bro. Like, I mean, I'm telling you straight
Is this
up.
first
like,
day?
Well, I haven't really been there. To be honest, when
You've played some of these songs. I'm assuming.
I have. But like when bands create songs, I'm a bass player, and for me,
So nobody gives a shit.
He's being humble.
no. For me, I'd rather like
He is. I just like.
I'd
the
rather these guitar players, keyboard players go in there, try to like structure their things. Then I feel like me and the drummer come in and edit it.
Wait.
Isn't that right?
and the lead singer is what he.
Well,
means.
Thank you.
Okay, I was waiting. I was going to leave him out on a limb.
The guy that
he
writes
left
the
me out.
lyrics.
He left me out on a fucking limb last week.
yeah. But also like
He's like seminar.
understand that I was in a
don't
band.
forget.
I was in a band in Mississippi that he didn't really want to hear anything until we had a solid idea. He would put lyrics over that idea before he would like try to create our song to fit any kind of lyrics. He wanted that shit on CD, and then you gave him the CD. He just drove around these country roads in Mississippi. Right? He just drove around country roads in Mississippi and like come up with vocal lines. Right?
Well, okay, so that's kind of a bit of my question. So when
Everybody does it different.
so you got new songs you got to record on this live album
Right.
that you're about to do, and you've also easily played the songs from both albums that he's already released.
Yes, lots of that.
And we've
So
already done some of the new stuff.
I played them since the beginning.
you have. So what's it like changing?
'cause he
What's
makes
it
a
like
song.
changing the full entire accompaniment? Like, is it a different rhythm that you
It's
have to find?
refreshing for me. It's like, yes.
So I heard that he likes the Kansas version better. That's what I just heard.
That's what I think.
Oh,
I like
let's really
I
tag
like both versions.
Let's really tag the fucking Bakersfield version of Orphan Jon.
I like both versions.
So because we're building the stage out back,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have the Orphan Jon off,
Battle of the
the
Abandoned.
Orphan Jon battle off.
I like it. I like that, right?
Yeah, we have to slam
That'd be
Malort.
awesome.
We all have to do a shot of
All
Malort.
right. So where is halfway between Bakersfield and
I
Wichita?
will fly in. I'll fly.
Where's
we'll
halfway?
bring
Wichita,
him here.
Wichita.
We'll
It's
bring him
Wichita.
here. We'll fly in Eddie Marquardt on guitar, Ray Sadowski
I
on
need,
bass,
I need the battle Ray.
and Jason Blakely on drums. We'll fly him in.
All
I'll
right.
fly him in. And we'll do a full.
That would be so
Yeah.
fun. How fun would that be?
Let's
and-
have judges. Let's
Wouldn't
have
that be
judges.
crazy?
let's do a podcast about it.
Yes, it's like the
Straight
abandoned.
up, straight up.
Yeah.
The abandoned, all the orphans.
After.
We bring in all the
The
orphans.
abandoned all.
She
We're-
brings up a great point. She
Mo-
said the loser has to be called the departed.
The Departed.
Some about that seems right. We need her help all the time. She's got great ideas.
That's kind of okay. What that alludes to is that we play
How
some
fucking fun would that
some
be?
places, And I send them everything they need to know.
Oh my
the
God.
high-res pictures, the stage plot, everything you got to have, all this stuff that they want. We need to have this for promoting. And then they wind up promoting it instead of Orphan Jon
The
and
wrong
the
name.
Abandoned. They promote as Orphan Jon and the Departed. It's like, where in the world? It's Ojada.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Ohata.
So that's kind of
Okay,
funny.
so as
Ohata.
two traveling musicians that have been around the world and back a little bit,
Magicians.
what happens when you show up in the marquees some bullshit, or a guy or an MC doesn't know your shit?
We just chuckle.
You just run through it. Well, do you come out and correct them instantly?
No.
He-
Well, sort
He
of.
chuckles. Behind the scenes, I go, "Where's the manager on duty?"
Do we need $8 more grand? That's what I'd ask for.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Or free
I go,
lunches,
It's a-
or the bar tabs on me because you didn't know
I
my
go,
shit.
What
Yeah.
happens is that it gets talked about on a podcast.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Well,
Sometime in the future.
so I mean, I've been okay. So as a sports kid, and then I got to be pretty good at it. Like I was announced a lot in places that had no fucking clue who I was. So my name was never fucking said right. So like as
Austin Shibate.
dude, I've been called Shoematey, She's Mate, Shaw's Matey, Shaw's Flotty, like Shoemater, Shoemaker, Shoe Schmott. Like I've been literally called everything under the fucking sun.
Nice.
And like
I
what
was
do you-
always Underwood.
like how do you? Well, it seems really easy to
Not
see.
the way it
over.
fucking
They never
is.
said
Not over the wood.
It's just
Underwood. Yeah.
Underwood. Underwood. I mean, it's almost like a really. It seems like a really like comforting
My
story.
name is actually a sentence. Aaron Drew Underwood.
Yeah.
Is a sentence.
And that what's really crazy
I'm
is
just now getting to this in episode 70.
what's crazy is
Then I just now figure out your middle name in episode 70.
What was
all
it
right,
again?
let's all
Fuck
stop.
off. Fuck off.
Let's
Rewind.
all stop.
What
Let's
was
all
that?
stop.
You don't need to hear it now. You don't need to hear it now.
Okay, so
know,
John, what is your middle name? Give me your full actual name.
I hate my fucking
Wait,
Jonathan.
what the fuck
Oh,
is
let's
it?
go. Let's go.
I fucking hate
Jonathan
it. No.
sucks balls English. What is it?
That would be better.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah,
John
Jingle.
Jingle.
My name.
So no,
That's your name too.
we're going through the whole gauntlet. We're going through the whole gauntlet. Everybody's got to. What is your name? What is your full given name?
Johnny William. I hate it.
You don't
Johnny
have a middle
William
name?
English.
That's my middle name, William.
William
Go to the
English.
Stage
I
name and you
fucking
changed
hate
it.
it.
Johnny
No.
William English is not
Yeah.
bad.
It sucks.
No, that's a stage
No.
name, man.
No,
Johnny?
You're right. You're right.
no.
Yeah.
That's
Johnny is your actual like given first name.
My birth name is Johnny William Sarnowski. I was named after the guy that impregnated the woman that gave birth to me.
Yeah.
I was a junior.
I remember this.
So-
we did a little bit of some
Right.
story.
So once I discovered that was his name, it's like, what the f?
No.
Yeah.
So you're
done, man.
So
No.
you're Aaron
Done.
Drew Underwood
That's mine.
on a weird piece of paper, and you're Jonathan. Give us the
Drew's
whole
fucking
thing.
badass, dude. I love that.
Drew.
name.
Jonathan
Drew.
Shane Vogues.
Oh my God, Shane
Vogus.
Vogus. Oh, that's,
That's
how
a-
you pronounce
And you
it.
are?
Vogus.
And you are.
Austin C. Shoemate the fourth.
Austin C.
that's
Shoemaker.
C.
See, you guys are all
Like SEE?
And then you go
No,
to
no. It's literally okay. So
Yeah,
I knew this.
you gotta
was,
say the
I kn-
name. You
Oh,
gotta say the
no.
name.
Literally, there.
Say my
okay, so
name.
there
Say
is
my
no
name.
name.
That's why I'm asking, because some people have just a letter for a
Okay,
name.
so if you don't remember, and I don't know if this is 100% true, so fact check what you want to fact check.
Let's go. Let's go.
But what I've looked into with our Irish heritage,
what I know now.
what I looked into, our family has C as the middle name with no period on our birth certificate. So it does not stand for anything. It is the
So
letter
it's
C.
just C.
The letter C. And so how I looked, the closest thing I found logistically to explain this is when Irish immigrants came off the boat and were then in turn given American citizenship, they were then in turn given a social security number and turned into the military right back onto a boat to go into World War II. So how they gave so how they could give those people coming into the country a full social security card because it was America, you had to have a middle name. So
didn't
if
know.
you were John A. English, Aaron B. Underwood, Austin C. Shoemate coming off the boat, that's how they would give you a fake middle name, and that's probably how my family got our C middle name that does not mean anything.
And the Irish have the O.
So
meaning
you're a
grandson of
spy.
and all that.
Yes. Yes.
You're a spy.
All of that is admissible in court. I didn't say anything.
Fair enough.
But fair enough. So, but again, we got to circle back to this cool show you guys are doing. You guys are literally
Yes,
doing a
thank you.
live recording.
Red Shed.
No one gives a shit about my Irish heritage and coming
So,
up.
Austin's a spy, but the Red Shed.
Yeah, but the Red
cool.
Shed.
Let's go.
Austin,
Can spot the red shed.
Well,
Austin's
if we
here.
get too far into my heritage, I got to tell you too many secrets.
Austin's here illegally.
Yeah, don't look up
But-
anything. I haven't paid. Our
Red
family
Shed.
hasn't paid taxes in 400 years.
Yeah.
He's
Tell
bugged. He's bugged. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
I mean nobody watches this, dude.
So the Red
Just
Shed.
don't put John's fucking song on this shit.
No.
Ow! Red Shed, good friends of mine.
September 2nd.
Merle and Gail.
That's coming up soon.
Earl, yeah.
Merle.
So that's a Saturday.
Merle.
You guys are going to jam the fuck
Saturday.
out.
And we're working on an opener. We had an opener, but unfortunately,
We're gonna get an
some
opener, I
things-
think.
Unfortunately, some things that happened. So we're looking at it. If you are a good original band, hit me up on Facebook.
Fast as fuck.
Fast as fuck.
Well, I would give
You
you
wanna
guys
get-
time
you-
and space, but
you
that
want-
asshole broke his arm.
You want notoriety?
I say we get Austin up there.
You want notoriety?
You want me to do a solid 10?
We not? Yeah. Let's do a stand-up comedian. Isn't
Let's
that
do
what
How
it
much
Let's
time
do
do I got to
Austin.
do?
10 minutes.
I can do 10.
So
30 minutes.
30? Fuck
30
off. Fuck
So
off.
it's taken me.
How much
like-
money I get?
0.
All right.
It's taken me like
4 minutes is what you get. You get my one turtle. You get my one turtle bit.
the condensed
I hate
version.
that. I hate that.
So it's taken me
Not
4
both.
years to get to the Red Shed or more because of the pandemic and all that bullshit. We finally played there, and everybody loved it. And I love that place. It's just a great.
And this is all your
Good vibe, good
and this is
vibe,
all
though.
your guys' new
Fucking
content that
great.
you've done with the Midwest group.
yeah. I don't use my Bakersfield guys. I love them, but what can
So you guys are out.
Sorry.
Aaron's in. The new crew's
It's
in.
gonna be the Wichita guys.
Ray, let's
And-
arm wrestle, buddy. Let's go.
Is he the
Let's go.
bassist?
And he's
Yeah.
bald like me.
Yeah.
And
I'm
he's
going to arm
six-
wrestle Ray.
So
Hey.
I feel like if you have
Wait.
challenged Ray in an arm wrestling competition,
He's
he probably would
he's
win.
like 77 or 80,
Okay, that's.
but he's got
Jesus.
that old man strength because he worked for Amtrak throwing luggage. So
Oh, dude,
he's
you
like
might be in
really.
All
trouble.
right. All right.
You might be in
so
trouble here.
I got to cheat. That's what you're saying? I
yeah,
got to
you
cheat.
gotta
a
Go
little
left
bit.
hand. Go
Yeah.
left hand. Go keyboard on him.
Yeah.
Kiss him. That'll throw him off.
There.
Just kiss him.
I'll win. I just don't know how yet.
How you gonna top my left-handed joke by going kiss him?
Kiss him. Kiss him.
You kiss him and blow him a kiss.
Like right in the middle of it. Yeah. Got ya.
Bam.
And Ray be like, Ray's from Queens, New York. He'd be
I like
like,
how you slam the mic down.
Yeah, I know.
Like
It's gonna be. That's gonna be a good clip there.
Ray's from Queens, New York. He'd be like, motherfucker, what the fuck was that?
I won. You didn't, motherfucker. You got-
I never kissed a guy before in my life.
Until today.
Until today.
And it's the same day you lost a
And
fucking.
I
Come
liked
on.
it. I kissed
I
the
kissed
guy.
a guy
And I liked it.
Oh Jesus.
So, anyways,
I need a fucking soundboard, dude. How funny would that be? How funny if I could fucking give us that next week?
so we're playing the Red Shed on September 2nd.
Yeah.
Saturday,
think
Labor
it's
Day
awesome.
weekend. And it's a live recording for a future album release. And we've been writing a lot of good songs. Been
Is
writing a
that
lot
is
of
that
cool
the
stuff.
same shit that's on the day of the halfway to nowhere shit?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not doing that.
Uh-oh.
We're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
So should we come out to that?
I think so. Maybe.
I think we come out to Orphan Jon's live
Dude,
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and let's get Jiggy Jaguar
Oh,
out there.
Oh my god,
The fuck is
Let's
that?
get Jiggy out there.
Like Will Smith? No, not
Jiggy
Jiggy Wiggle?
Jaguar. Different dude.
I don't know what that is.
you will know.
I'll make it work out and you'll find
Yeah.
out.
Well,
Yeah,
why
you
don't we
will.
have this guy on our podcast and let's have
We
really
should.
meet him?
Ask Trev who he is.
Look on Twitter.
Why, how are you guys gonna be like, who's this really interesting guy we should just talk to behind the scenes? Well, we do a fucking podcast. How about we talk to him here?
We already talked about him on our podcast.
This is the first time I've ever heard of him.
No. Trev been on twice. We talked about both
You
times.
didn't talk about Jiggy Jags?
Yeah, I guarantee you.
Yeah, well, I maybe forgot.
Because every time I'm like, I haven't seen him in years. I'd love to see him.
So let's have that dude on.
There you go.
I know Trev's my
No.
man. I can get anybody on that Trev knows.
Let's go.
So Jeff Stevens
Yeah.
with the Red Shed, been a great supporter.
I've heard a
of
lot of great things about the place.
great
actually.
supporter of us.
They should
And,
probably sponsor our show.
Probably.
Yeah, like
He would. I mean, he's
$1,000
got-
a year.
He's got his hands full. I'll tell you that. Him and Merle
Yeah.
They got a guy with Merle on their staff.
Yeah,
They should honor-
Merle owns it.
Merle owns the property.
Oh, then they should totally sponsor
Dude,
our
I'm
show.
telling you, Merle is
Man.
a fucking saint.
So Merle, like,
Let me come out to this event, dude. Let's podcast at this event. I'll sell us some
if you
shit.
want to. I already asked him.
So,
Can we do it?
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
So that people know. So the Red Sheds hosted Amanda Fish, Samantha Fish, Heather Newman.
Is it an aquarium?
Could be.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Where do we go?
Security. Can we get fucking security
Do you not know
over
the
here?
Fish sisters? Really?
Like, Jesus.
Mike
fuck.
Zito, Albert Castilla, Joanne Park,
That's pretty funny.
Joanne
Fuck
Connor,
off.
Yeah.
Joanne Connor. I mean, they've had a lot of heavy. And then they
Chris Lager. I played there 2 years in a row.
Chris Lager. I fucking love Chris.
I love Lagers.
Him and his voodoo ways.
Yeah.
Chris Lager and his fucking voodoo
Well, let's
ways.
get this guy on the
I'm
podcast.
writing that
What's the
song.
fucking- what are we
I'm
doing
writing
here?
that song, Chris. It's going to be Chris Lager and his voodoo
And we
ways.
can get the Fish Twins. Let's do the double mint Fish Twins and Chris Lager.
But I'm telling you, they've had some serious. I mean,
Double
Red Shed
fish
has some
flavored
serious-
lager.
Oh my
The
God.
Red Shed's one of those places that if you know, you know, and it's like
If you know, you know.
you know. I mean, it's like it's a happening.
Another
spot.
place I played like 5 bands.
It's a happening spot, man.
I've never been in the building. I'd like to check it out.
Dude, you need to come out. I'm serious.
It's like
in
a
Hut-
Kansas juke joint.
It's literally.
It's in
yeah.
Hutchinson?
It's
Yeah,
in
it's
Hutchinson.
Is it at
Kansas
the old
juke
like
joint.
fucking McGraw's or
No,
some
no,
shit?
it's outside
No,
of. It's
no.
just out in the outskirts
Dude's
of
house.
Hutchinson.
How long has it been around?
It's on the old
Couple
for
years.
several years. It's on the old 61.
I played there
and
a long
it
time.
is freaking amazing. I mean, you know,
Sounds like you guys own stock in it.
I wish I did.
I
Hey,
might. I haven't
Jeff,
checked.
Jeff, can we buy in? I'm
Well, I
telling you.
say
What was
let's.
the date on this?
Well, let's say we got to bring up a couple. Where are we at time wise, John?
Oh shit, we're like an hour 15 or something.
See,
like that.
dude,
Holy
that's what I'm
fuck.
talking about. Like before you know it, we out.
Okay, so first and foremost, we need to bring up.
Damn.
We need to bring up one thing that. So let's try to come to this show.
Yeah, you should.
So
No,
let's try to come to
I
this
think
show.
we
I'd
can
be
set
honored,
up
Austin.
on location.
I mean, he's in my band. Don't count, but I'd be honored.
And we don't care about him. He comes either way.
Fucking right. Oh my God, you and Jonathan. Would be
Well,
like,
I'm not gonna lie. I love watching you guys perform. I'm not saying that just because Aaron's my best friend and he's in the band. You guys are a fucking fabulous blues band, and it's
I
a
like running
privilege.
sound for you guys.
Well,
And it's a privilege to watch you guys
we
play.
like having fun.
I've seen you guys play
Happy.
if
half a
it's
dozen
not
times.
fun, fuck it, man.
Yeah, if it's not fun, motherfuck it.
Fuck it.
Motherfucker.
I mean, we're not.
Well,
Fuck
I
it
see.
twice. Fuck it hard.
Well, I see you,
Yeah.
and I know you're in a couple bands, and shout out to the Terry Quiet Band, but I see you really have fun in this blues band. You get to sing. You
Well,
get to,
I love everybody in this band. Everybody in this band is an amazing musician.
well, and
I don't know where we're going, man.
Well, I just tell you right now,
I don't know where
John's
we're going,
fun.
but we
John,
get there.
John
We
is
get there.
John English is a motherfucking good dude to be around. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And he's fun to be around. And straight up, it's been an honor watching you guys play. It's been an honor doing podcasts with you, 100%. So we got to round this out by the end. But we're gonna bring up some shit. We're gonna bring up some shit.
Let's do this again in like a year and a half.
No, we'll
Yeah.
do it again in 6 months. Fuck off, John. You can come on anytime.
What?
But we gotta bring up some shit. But I got some shit we're gonna-
52 episodes.
But I got some shit that we got to bring up. If somebody's
Oh, Christ.
still here, if you're still here, we got a mac and cheese contest coming up.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for
fucking
this?
love
Are
it,
you
man.
ready for this?
If
Oh
you're
my
still
God.
here-
This
If you're still here,
is the only first time you're ever going to hear about
Right.
it's the first time you're going to hear about it on John
this.
English.
Because I haven't promoted this yet.
As it should be.
No, as we
I
start.
have not promoted this
As we
at
start.
all.
We got a mac and cheese competition for
This
your
is.
ass.
Oh my God,
All
this is
right.
amazing.
Wagon Masters has chili.
Yeah.
We have Taco Fest. We have Burger Battle.
Right.
You got Jam It In Your Ass battle. There's
I am
everything. We
making-
need fucking mac and cheese battle.
Mac and
I'm
cheese.
making a mac and cheese battle.
We're doing it where?
We're doing it at Nashker Park late April.
Oh, dude.
Next year.
I already got approval. I already got
fucking
approval.
love it.
I got approval. I just have to put it together. Okay, so
I'm there.
I'm
I need
spilling
help.
the beans. I'm spilling the beans.
I need help and I need funds. I need
If you
We-
wanna make
everything
and
that
we-
it takes.
What we want is, and I will tell you what to elaborate on what Aaron said. We need food trucks. We need vendors.
Yeah.
Food trucks,
We need
restaurants,
restaurants.
everybody with a license
I'm
for
sorry.
public
I'm
food
sorry
vending.
if you do have a license. We can't take every Tom, Dick, and Harry's fucking mac and cheese recipe because I don't know how many cats you got
What
at your
about
fucking
Karen's?
house. Well, I mean,
What about him?
to be honest, if we just took mac and cheese recipes off the street, and I
Dude.
will say there is a ton of great cooks out there that
There
do not
is.
work in the industry. But I don't
Right.
know how many dogs and cats and weird motherfuckers you got. When's the
Man.
last time you cleaned your refrigerator? Like, we can't deal with all of those logistics nightmares. So
I
first
need
and
you to
foremost,
be a licensed kitchen.
Yeah,
so
there
we're
you
calling
go.
out. We're calling out
A
to
restaurant, a food truck, any of
pop-ups,
that.
pop-ups,
I'm into it.
all the munchipotamus and all that is involved. Any of those
Yo,
people that are
yo,
pop-ups
let's
that
go.
do not have a food truck that operate outside of
Let's
that.
go. All of y'all welcome.
We got a fucking
kitchens,
thing
yeah.
happening, don't we, bro?
I mean, make it a
Listen
fun event.
listen to this
Family-oriented
podcast.
fun event. That's what that's it.
No,
that's
it's
what that's
going to be
about.
amazing, man.
That's gonna be
It's
I've
gonna
been
be
waiting to break
amazing.
this out to the
Who
very
doesn't
end.
like mac and cheese?
Dude.
And you throw in all these
Then
cool
we hit it with the
ingredients.
proteins.
If you don't like mac and cheese,
Right.
Please hit it with the protein.
You
Hit
ain't
it with
you
all the
are
proteins.
Satan, and
No.
you should fucking
Exactly.
Hit
get
me with the
fuck
brisket.
out of here.
Yeah.
Hit me with the lobster.
Right.
Hit me with the
Man.
crab.
Exactly.
Hit me
man.
with, let me see what your mac and cheese
Holy
got,
crap,
bitch.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Throw
all right.
some
So I'm
mushrooms in
kind
there.
of with the like seafood, no cheese, like Italian style.
Fuck
like,
off, dude.
I know.
No mushroom.
I will tell you
Cajun mac
that.
and
I will
cheese
tell
and
you
whiskey
that I
mix is
will
good.
eat crab off of dog doo doo. I ain't mad at eating off of.
But real
So I ain't
crab.
mad at eating off
Real
of mac
crab.
and cheese.
Real crab.
You ain't wrong, you ain't
Is that
wrong.
imitation crab?
If somebody pulls that,
But there
that
is
last
a line. There's a line in my head about it. Like,
yeah, but like,
don't have
if
that
you
one.
ever if you ever put a limit on cheese, are you really?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Lemon on
man.
cheese,
That's just
I don't know
an
I
about
put
that.
cheese in cereal.
Absolute. You got to have me back to promote this. Absolute idea.
let's go. Let's go.
Dude, yeah.
I mean,
go.
gosh,
No, we're gonna.
almighty,
Hey,
man.
And we got a lot of time. So
That's a great
all jokes
thing.
aside, here we are back to really promoting this. Aaron has really got the okay. We're going to use Napster Park. It's going to be
That's gonna be
April of
awesome.
next year.
That's gonna
April
be-
of next year.
April
That's
of
gonna
next
be
year.
freaking
So we got
awesome.
plenty of time for all
Weather be
all,
great.
all time for vendors to get involved. We're actually trying to do a little bit of band shit in the background. So
Of
we got
course we will.
We got
Of course we will.
When
This is gonna be a
when is Aaron
fundraiser.
Austin not involved
Yeah.
in some shit that there ain't music
Th-
involved?
This is
Shit.
a fundraiser for Wichita Arts and Music Alliance.
There you go.
Is this one
There
of
you
those
go.
things that barleycorns and Douglas will be shut down so you can take drinks? At
Yes,
Yes,
we're actually
yes, it
going to
will
be
be. It
shaking
will be.
wieners.
As well, then.
We're going to be
That's-
shaking wieners on
That's
Douglas,
what I love about it. What he just said. It benefits.
our nonprofit.
Yeah, the whole thing's a benefit.
We haven't even got to the best part. It
Oh.
really is about supporting the
Yes.
nonprofit that Aaron and the Aaron and Austin show is involved in here in this building.
Yeah.
We have amazing curriculum going on across the street.
Zach
Looking
Segman,
at-
shout out.
Dude.
Zach Seckman.
And
Yeah.
and we have a venue downstairs that we can
I
do.
got next door to music videos.
And we
for
can
everybody.
do all ages non-alcoholic venues downstairs. You can rent it out privately, and then you can have your own booze if you bring it. We literally have a venue that can accommodate the masses. So we're doing
Wow.
everything that we can to help everybody here,
right.
and we'd love for anybody that has a restaurant, like he said, or has a food truck, or has a fucking idea for a
Right.
mac and cheese.
Yeah.
we got a motherfucking
Make it
competition
exciting,
for
man.
you.
I'm gonna make this
Yeah.
work out. I'm gonna make this work.
Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's
dude.
good.
I love it.
You put me and Aaron
good.
Austin. Aaron's already 5 steps ahead of me.
I already
give
got
him-
this,
I'll
man.
give him a few pointers, but he's already got this handled. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna be out there. We're gonna really have a lot of fun with this. Hopefully, we can get the Aaron and Austin show into Hutchinson for that for the Orphan
hope
Jon
so.
recording.
What's the date for that?
That is
September 2.
2nd.
That's the same day.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, that's the Saturday Labor Day weekend. That
When
weekend.
I'm free that day.
when
We're
women
good.
are in labor,
I think
We're
if
gonna
they'll
be
if they'll
performing.
give us a spot, we'll come out there. Let's do it. Let's do
we'll
it.
get. I'll
I already
get you a
talked to
spot.
Jeff. We're good.
Dude, who doesn't love on location Aaron and
Oh,
Austin shows?
I
absolutely.
already talked to
We're
Jeff.
gonna be
We're
there.
good.
Absolutely.
So we're there for that. If you want to
Bring
hear,
Jonathan though.
well, that's
I want Jonathan
that's
Bogus.
that's the Aaron and Austin show hex. You got to bring we got to bring our engineer.
I'll email you about that.
Yeah,
We'll
okay.
talk
Yeah,
about
we always got to bring the
we
engineer.
got.
And
Doc
it always depends on how much mics we have
Sign
available
it
and all
up.
those
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
But
all in the writer.
I hope you guys love the show. I hope you guys really appreciate everything that we're doing. But really, let's drive home one more time. If you're a fan of our regular page as a person, please
Yeah.
also move your fandom over to our content page.
Yeah.
And that is for every single band,
Yeah.
every single comedian, every single writer is going to preach to you that exact same mantra. Please do that for us.
And guys, buy me a coffee. Put me $5 on my Cash App, my Venmo.
Yeah,
something like
shit.
that. Buy me a coffee.
I'm not that.
Come
well,
on.
buy me
like,
buy me a fat guy T-shirt if you have a great band. I'll wear it every week.
Give me $5
and-
once in a while just to like.
Don't give him
say I
$5 for
appreciate
shit
you, man.
because he'll give you booty hole pics for free. Check my fucking inbox. It's crazy, dude. Tonight later, dude. It's for me only.
Did you say Raider?
It's for me only. It's crazy,
Josh.
dude. It's for me only. If somebody sends me a butthole pic, I'm not sharing it with everybody.
Are you on the farmers?
Is it
only?
bleach?
Are you farmers?
No,
only?
it's our
Bleach
thread.
out?
It's our thread.
Bleach
The
out?
one, the our thread.
Hit that theme song.
Hit us
Let's
with
get
the theme
fuck
song.
outta
Hey,
here.
Orphan Jon and the Abandoned,
Oh,
everybody.
thank you for having me,
And
man.
we
I
love the
you
Kansas
guys.
version better than the Bakerfield
Oh, we
version.
ain't got no more booze.
Oh, we
my
do.
God,
We
you're
got
right.
booze.
Cowboy.
The Aaron Austin Show is brought to you by Hotels, Wichita by EB, Kirby's Beer Store, Party Rockerz ICT, and Sacred Leaf.